Welcome back, Watchmen. Let's analyze. The chart remains cold, despite the arrival of the 77 scroll. The ink on the new treaties is dry, and yet the market still refuses to acknowledge the weight of the gold promised. We stand in the shadow of a massive treasury, while the price of our kingdom is bartered for scraps. In the deep watch of the pre-market, the gates opened at 75 cents. An immediate bear trap that baited the hopeful before a swift rejection from 76 cents shortly after. Price churned violently between 73 cents and 75 cents throughout the morning, finding no steady ground. The morning bell rang with an open at 74 cents, and price initiated a stagnant start that preceded a steady descent from 74.5 cents as the opening charge finally began. A brief bounce from the 70-cent floor at mid-morning offered a moment of reprieve, but the rally was short-lived. By the time of the midday meal, price was rejected again from 74.5 cents, initiating a slow, methodical decline that lasted until the final hour. The session concluded with the closing bell at 69 cents, surrendering the gates we have fought to defend. Got a new PR this morning that revealed a massive haul, $77 million in fees secured from $750 million in contracts signed during the first quarter. All right, good job, guys. While the coffers of the kingdom swell with actual capital, the ticker remains decoupled from the reality of the business. The disconnect we're witnessing between the value of the scroll and the price of the share is absolute. We hold a treasury in our hands, while the market trades us at a discount. Now, let's move to the window and view the charts. Let's see, wrong chart, DVLT. We'll start on the daily. We can see we had a little red day, but it was not the red day that I was expecting yesterday. I didn't realize we were gonna climb so high during the pre-market. Figured we would open somewhere around that MA and drop into the demand zone. But we still got that red day, and I think we might have a little more downwards momentum tomorrow. We'll get to that in the forecast, but for now let's dive a little deeper and go to the hourly. Alright, so we can see that we're still flirting with this 50-day moving average, and we haven't quite tested this demand zone yet. I think we're going to do that tomorrow. I'll get to that when we do the forecast, but no new zones today, nothing new in this little bit of structure. We got kind of like a little range we've been in for the last couple of days. It's 69 to 75 cents. This little area right here, we need to break out of this. Let's go ahead and dive a little deeper and pay honor to our candle of the day. Today's winner is actually this candle right here. Not much to say on volume or any kind of technical standpoint. I just like the way it looked, and it was the last candle to make a stand here at the 71 cent line before we lost 70 cents for the day. It's the last one to give us a little shove, try and keep us above 71. So kudos to you, man. Alright, let's get rid of this and back out a little bit to do our forecast. Alright, so I think that with price sitting right here under this MA, and then it depends on what we see in pre-market, but I'm thinking we're going to have a slight little drop during pre, and then probably a decline when the bell opens into that demand zone, where we'll come back up and do something like this. It won't be a big giant green day, but this is what we should see based on technicals. Now, of course, you could see any other situation happen. We could go straight up here, do something like this. Or we could just flush straight through it, and come back and bump our heads on it. But I think that the most technical outcome for tomorrow is going to be something similar to this. Let's get rid of these two. And now we can view the foreign lands. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of our older tickers. What did we have that got hit today? Okay, so GV got hit. Let's back this out. Yep, GV got hit yesterday, and it's not doing a whole lot yet, but it hasn't dropped. We did get a little tiny higher high, so we're gonna wait and see what happens with that one tomorrow. Let's see. AGPU. This is one I was watching, but I didn't take this trade. But AGPU looks like it's doing some stuff. I don't know how to feel about this ticker. I have to spend some time looking into it. Let's go to QNCX from yesterday. This one actually came all the way back down and hit, and immediately hit that first take profit. And so when I moved my stop up to break even, it came and closed me out right there in the after hour session. So I made a little bit on it, not much, but I didn't lose anything, so there's that. And now today's entry in the foreign lands is XCF Global, SAFX, SAFX. I actually made a little bit of money on this one a couple of months ago, and it looks like it came back around to see me again. So let's go. We had a nice little let's go to the 15-minute so we can see this zone right here. Nice little 15-minute zone. We'll have my entry set at 55.30 and my stop at 51.75 with profit targets at 61 cents and 66.75, and the third one at 73.77. Alright, so now we can go and look at the foreign lands ledger. We can see I have the QNCX got hit, but it stopped out at my adjusted stop. So right now I'm sitting on 644 in cash and 423.75 tied up in this GV trade right here. So a little up from where we started a week ago. We'll have to get that number up there. Alright, and that's going to do it for the show. Let's go ahead and close out the day. Remember to smash that like button and ring the closing bell to subscribe. Go ahead and drop me some comments below. Let's talk about some other tickers and see what we can get shown in the foreign lands. Let's check out the links in my description. I got the free Discord, the Investors Lounge Discord. You come hang out with us, and we'll try and toss some ideas around and see what we can come up with. Alright, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Until the end of all things, Night Watch stands forever.